Well, the Cowboys, with their new head coaching hire, or more like a head coach promotion to an offensive coordinator, the main question on the buzz is, can the Cowboys make the playoffs next year?
Let's talk football.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Around Sports Podcast, where sports are everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we are talking about the Dallas Cowboys. After recent news came out Friday night of the Cowboys promoting their offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer to the head coaching position, this was a move that nobody, and I mean nobody, had expected. Now, of course, Brian Schottenheimer, I mentioned this in the video that I went over the hiring. If you want to go check that out, I have that link in the description below. But with this now, the primary question is, can the Cowboys make the playoffs next year? Now, I'm going to go over that here in just a second. Before we get started, if you all do enjoy this video, please be sure to do me a massive favor and smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. For now, let's talk about the Cowboys. So the Cowboys, I don't think there's a chance in heck that they're going to make the playoffs. Heck, I'll be even surprised if they made the playoffs. Because Brian Schottenheimer, people did not hire him as a head coach for any reason. This is his first year as a head coach. He's been in the NFL for nearly 30 years. He's been there since 1990 or since 1997. And he's never received a head coaching hire because they didn't want to take a big chance on him. The main reason I look at this team and say they're not going to make the playoffs is because of the team around them. Jerry Jones says they're all in, but apparently they're not.
We repeat, the Dallas Cowboys are all in this year.
The Cowboys, they don't have anything. Their run game is non-existent. They can't stop the cold when it comes to the run. And their offense just needs more weapons. They have a good receiver in CeeDee Lamb. They don't have anybody else to complement him other than that. Then you got the defense that looks extremely suspect last year, even with Micah Parsons returning. This team is beyond out of level of every single team in the NFC. And I'm going to make this bold prediction. Hang on to me about this. I think the Cowboys are going to come in last place of the NFC East. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. The Cowboys barely lost to the Giants last year in their week in each of their meetings. And with the quarterbacks of Drew Lock and Daniel Jones starting there. What do you think is going to happen when you face the Giants this upcoming year, knowing they're either going to have a Cameron Ward or Shedeur Sanders? They're going to have one of those two guys one way or another. Because if we look at some of those squads, the Titans, they need a quarterback. They might take Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders. The Browns, they are not going to they're going to keep Deshaun Watson going as long as they can. And then the Giants, they need a quarterback. This is the most biggest QB decision in New York. But my main thing is why I say the Cowboys could come in last place next year is because the Eagles are already dominant against them. The Commanders are dominant against them. And the Giants made close games with them last year. The Cowboys, they don't have anybody. And now Matt Eberflus could come in as their defensive coordinator. He's right now one of the defensive coordinator favorites after letting go of Mike Zimmer. This Cowboys team is in a hole. And if they come in last place next year of their division, Jerry Jones is going to go. Because the main thing I talk about the Cowboys is Jerry Jones has to go in order for them to get back into the NFC Championship game. The Commanders already got back there. And now the Dallas Cowboys, the highest paid franchise in NFL history, and you are the only team remaining with the longest NFC Championship drought since 1990. 1990. And that was long before I was even born. So the Cowboys, we look at their schedule. I went over this during the when I was talking about Brian Schottenheimer. But you're going against the entire AFC West that had three teams in the playoffs last year in the Chiefs, Chargers, and Broncos. And the Raiders, actually, now that they have Pete Carroll. And then you got the entire NFC North with three teams that also made the playoffs. The Vikings, the Lions, and the Packers. Maybe the Bears might now actually be a problem with Ben Johnson there. Who knows? But then they also still got to face the Jets. They still got to face the Cardinals. And they need something to go in their way. They have to have something go their way. They need a blockbuster trade for their team. But Jerry Jones is, of course, not going to do it because he's one of the worst GMs in the entire NFL. So as long as Jerry Jones is in Dallas, they're not going to win a championship, and they're not. I don't think they're even make the playoffs next year. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think the Cowboys are going to make the playoffs next year? Let me know why or why not down in the comment section below. Do you agree with what I said? And let me know in the comments. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to do me a favor and smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao for now.